Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. So yeah, about an hour or so ago, maybe a couple of hours now, put out a silly video responding to this story where I just yawn because boring. And that was kind of my initial reaction when I saw this headline. It was just another, here we go again. Now, obviously, I'm feeding the machine here, because this is exactly what they want. They want people to talk about this. But the reason why I'm okay in feeding this machine is this machine is going to be done within a couple of days. And that's going to be it. This machine is going to be over and done with until we get the next headline of similar ilk. Let's just play a very quick game before we get into this. A legit game as well. You tell me, when was the last time you heard something about comics that wasn't related to identity politics? When was the last big story that came out, comic related? I mean, about an event happening within comics, not like American comics are doing terrible because manga. No, you can laugh all you want, mate. You can laugh all you want because manga's destroying it. No. I mean, what actual event within comics? Legitimately, if I was to play along with you, I honestly can't think. Maybe Batman and Catwoman getting engaged. Maybe. I'm not even sure. But no, the last ones that I remember. This one now. Superman is gay. Well, don't worry. We'll get onto the Superman brand in a second. Don't fret. The one before that, of course, was Tim Drake, gay. And by the way, before people go, hey, no, as these are coming out as bisexual. No. Bisexuality doesn't exist in comics. It's gay. Cyclops and Wolverine just got together so that they could go into a polyamorous relationship with Jean Grey. Star-Lord, bisexual, which apparently has already been pulled back. No, every major comic book announcement in the Western sphere seems to be about some character coming out, and it's so boring. My channel, Heel versus Babyface, it's wrestling terminology. Heel is a bad guy, Babyface is a good guy. If this was a wrestling analogy, this would be tantamount to hot shot booking. And what that means is you try and pull off a show to pop a rating in the TVs because you're not doing too well, your competition's beating you, and you need to do something dramatic. So you suddenly go, this coming week, every title is on the line. And Hulk Hogan's coming back to fight for truth and justice against the corpse of Ultimate Warrior. And so people go, what? And they tune in and it's called Hot Shot Booking. And then the week after, they're back to the regular scheduled show in a hope that they've grabbed some of that audience and managed to hold on to them for a few more weeks. Doesn't tend to work. You know, you pop that big rating, but then things settle down real quickly. It's exactly the same here. I have nothing against characters being gay or bisexual or trans or anything like that. The problem that we have today is that it's so cynically done that you don't feel that any of it's being done for the right reasons. And we talk about, I say the royal we, I talk about people within the sphere that I'm in. We talk about if you want to introduce gay characters, trans characters, bi characters, whatever you want to do, create a new character. Stop taking established characters like Cyclops, Wolverine, Star-Lord, Robin, and Superman, because this whole Jonathan Kent business is a ruse, folks, which I'll go into momentarily, and create your own. Now, the trick here is DC are going to say, but Jonathan Kent is a freshly or relatively new created character from Rebirth with Super Sons, and the New 52, I should really say, with the New 52. And so, we've got license to do what we want with him. Now, that is to some degree true, of course. I mean, DC have license to do whatever they want, as you can clearly tell. But the problem is, or not the problem, but how they've done this is they've got rid of Superman because they're doing the future state stuff. They've got rid of Clark Kent Superman, leaving Jonathan Kent to be Superman now, so that DC can play their cynical, because this is exactly what it is, their cynical what if Superman was gay game, which is exactly what this is. Make no bones about it, Jonathan Kent is a stand-in for Clark Kent in this instance, and this is DC's attempt to go, what if Clark Kent, what if Superman was gay? And that's why people like myself and others will just roll our eyes all day long and yawn at this type of material, and it's not out of any sort of phobia or ist or ism or etc. It's because of the cynical nature and the manner in which this has been done, which, again, I'll reiterate, is not done for the right reasons, is not done in good faith. Is this really trying to boost ratings? Is this really trying to boost comic book sales for the comic? No, it's hot-shotting them. They know that they'll likely get an increase in sales for this issue because this is the coming out issue, as Tom Taylor would say. And Tom Taylor's a massive bell end anyway, so fuck him. But other than that, things as have transpired with Tim Drake's Robin will get back to normal very quickly indeed. I believe when Robin came out as bisexual, it was in issue 6 of a backup story of a magazine, and his story doesn't continue until episode 10. So it was so important. There's like a 4-episode gap before they even get back to dealing with that one. So important indeed, of course. But no, this is done for a promotional event. This is done so that DC Comics can get headlines in IGN and get trending on Twitter, of course. And Twitter is a very partisan, far left place. And so what you're going to have on Twitter is loads of people going, oh, this is amazing. This is fantastic. This is exactly what the comic books needed. Stunning and brave. They won't be buying it. But they won't be buying it. They won't be feeding the sales at all. They won't be moving the needle. Remember that phrase. They won't be doing any of that whatsoever. And I must confess, I've had a little gander already at some of the comments, and it's been hilarious with some of them going, this is the representation that bisexuals needed. It's been much needed, yada, yada, yada. Oh, by the way, I'm not personally bisexual. And I'm just like laughing away, just like the level of the virtue signaling that's going on to say, hey, I'm an ally. I'm an ally to all of this. But, I don't really care at the end of the day. I'm not going to buy the comic. I'm just going to go out there for Twitter clout and maybe a like or two or a retweet because I'm getting on board on a hot topic. which is probably where they also shop. And that's the sad aspect of this sort of publicity, is because it isn't in any way, shape, or form for the community that they pretend to champion. It's not because they want to raise awareness or they want to have more inclusivity in terms of sexuality within their characters. It's got nothing to do with that. It's all about publicity. It's all about trying to get a headline. It's all about trying to get some press somewhere, maybe a TV spot. Hey, look, yes, we got on CNN. Superman is gay. Yeah, we did it, folks. But they don't care. And that's why I yawn. And that's why everyone... Not everyone. Sorry, I really shouldn't say that. But that's why a lot of people most likely are going to be apathetic to this. I don't know if they think they're making anyone mad. They're not making anyone mad. They're just literally reaffirming that they are the people who have a problem with sexuality. They're the ones who are reaffirming that they're the people that have a problem with identity, because that's all they care to write about. That's all that they are able to write about. So the world's worst kept secret in comics is finally out. And if I'll just very briefly, because I don't have anything else really to say about this, because it's just tat. But if you look into what Tom Taylor's saying about the character, all he's talking about is activism, 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 boring. This is why manga is over there literally peeing themselves laughing. Because manga don't have to resort to stunts and tomfoolery in order to pop a sale. They do it in a very bizarre way. They create compelling characters and then create great scenarios for those characters, which equals great storytelling and great entertainment. Maybe one day in the West that will catch on, but for right now, Superman's gay, Robin's gay, everybody's gay, because it's Western comics. Have a nice day.